Hello, family. Welcome back to It's Just Ari. The Ari affirmation of the day is, I am worthy of receiving my yes, and I will release everything that is not serving my highest purpose. So make sure you comment that below and meditate on it all day. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you can be notified every time I drop a new video. And let's get right into it. So today marks our first installment of Cocktails and Conversation. So my cocktail of the day is rum and cranberry juice. Big fan of brown liquors. Not a huge fan of whites, but I will do it sometimes. So I just poured my rum, added my raspberry and cranberry juice, and a lemon garnish. Let's taste it to make sure it tastes fire for today. And of course it does, because it's just Ari. Why wouldn't it? Today we're talking about the power in manifestation. So for a quick side note, if you're spiritual or religious like I am, manifestation and prayer really go hand in hand. When I manifest something, I'm casting it onto God. I'm asking him to do with it what he will, what he may. So if you're not spiritual, you're not religious, that's okay. The terms are super interchangeable. So when we're thinking through manifestation, the first question we have to ask ourselves is, what is your yes? What's an idea that you've been holding on to for days, months, years, that you just feel like, oh, this is what I want to do? Is it getting rid of that boyfriend who you know is no good? Is it cutting off that toxic family member? Is it going back to school? Is it rekindling that old friendship of that girl who you know you the one who did dirty in the past? It really wasn't her fault, but instead of saying sorry, you just cut her off. You know what I'm saying? What is your yes? What's that thing that you've really just been waiting on that you haven't been able to do yet? So as we think through what this yes is, whether it be starting a YouTube or getting that LLC, getting that 501c3, whatever it is, find out what is your yes, and then find out, why are you avoiding it? What is holding you back from achieving your yes? For example, my yes was creating this YouTube channel. And when I thought through, okay, so what's holding me back from achieving my yes? It was the fear of failure. And I don't think I'm alone in letting things like fear hold me back from doing things I know I really could potentially be great at. But I was so scared to fail that I didn't step out of my comfort zone to do it. Is it childhood trauma? If so, you have to let it go. Go back to that inner child and talk to him or her about what happened. You have to heal your inner child and let that hurt go. If it was something your parents did or whoever, raised you, forgive them and move on. And we're not forgiving them for them because they may not have even said sorry. We're forgiving them for us because we've got to move on. And we can't move on if we have that wounded inner child always holding us back. Whatever the thing is that's holding you back, you have to believe that you are worthy and deserving of that yes. Because if you don't see the value in yourself, how can anybody else? For instance, how can I get on YouTube? How could I have made this channel if I don't think that I had anything important to say? If I don't feel that about me, how am I going to feel like y'all won't listen to what I have to say? You have to see it in yourself first before you want to try to go seek validation from anybody else. It starts within and it starts with you. That was good. So, the question, the $1 million question, what is manifestation? Manifestation is bringing something tangible into your life by thinking it, believing it, praying for it, etc. It's making something really come true by the thought, because the mind is one of the most powerful tools that we have. And so is the tongue. You cannot forget the tongue. So when they come together with a thought and the verbal words, and then it all joins into one, you making stuff happen, okay? You are making things shake. Seriously, manifestation is so powerful. One big thing about manifestation is that sometimes people forget that you can't just think it and say it. It involves work, right? You can't pray without the work behind it. I can pray to God all day. God, man, give me a new house, God. I don't want to live here no more. I want to move. I want this mansion, God. Mansion, mansion, mansion. How's my credit? How's my job? Am I taking care of the home that I own now? So it involves work. You can't just say it. You got to mean it. And when you say something and you really mean it, there's got to be some action that comes behind it. Period. I'll drink to that. And then whatever you're praying for or manifesting, you have to be ready to manage it. If I tell God, listen, I'm ready for this new Rolls Royce, God, please bless me with one. Do I even get oil changes for my Toyota? Is my Toyota clean? Do I go to the car wash? Do I get my tires rotated? Have my brakes even ever been checked? And God looking like, you want a Rolls Royce? I just gave you a Toyota, you can take care of it. So whatever you're asking for, you gotta be ready to handle it. God, I need a better job. I need a higher, better paying job. Do you even get to work on time? And when you're at work, are you productive or are you chit-chatting the whole day? So until you've given your best to what you have now, how can you manifest or pray or ask for something greater? You gotta be ready to handle what he's already given you. So now, let's get into how to manifest. We've talked about our yes. We've talked about what's holding us back. We talked about what manifestation is. Let's bring that all together. How do we manifest? Step 1, be clear and specific. So for right now, our manifestations, we're not going to write out, I want a soulmate. What kind of soulmate do we want? We want a man, we want a woman. We want a man who's loving and kind and respect. Like, what kind of soulmate do we want? We want a man who's a provider. We want a man who's okay with taking the backseat and letting us lead. Be very clear and specific in what kind of soulmate that we want. If it's a job, what kind of job do we want? Do we want a great 9-to-5 with a high-paying salary and benefits? Do we want entrepreneurship and create our own flexible schedule? Be very clear and specific in what you are trying to manifest. Step 2, make sure you are ready for what you're asking for. I can say I want a man who don't want to yell at me, and then whenever he tries to communicate, I'll shut down. Be ready for what you're asking for. Step number 3, write it down. My fiance always says, write it down and make it plain. Period. Write it down. And this can be in different forms. For me, writing it down can mean, maybe I use my notes in my phone and I put down my goals. I have a list of goals. Maybe I'm saying those goals every day. Maybe I'm writing them in my diary. Maybe I have them as my screensaver on my phone. Maybe I have a tattoo of it on my arm. Whatever it is, see it. Not just in here, not just coming out of here, but see it. Whether that's a vision board, diary journal, whatever it may be, see it. So that was step number 3. We got to write it down. So step number 4 is have actionable goals to go along with whatever you're manifesting. Example, if I'm trying to manifest, I want to go to the league and play basketball. Bet, that's cool. How am I going to get there? I got to write down some goals. Am I going to work out every morning and every night? Am I going to watch film for 3 hours a week? Am I going to go to the games and see what moves they're doing so I can put them in my own game? What are my actionable goals that I'm going to do? And when I say actionable, I mean, I'm not going to say work hard every day. What does that really mean? These need to be very clear, realistic, actionable goals that we are writing down to get towards that final destination. So that was our step 4. Write down those goals. Number 5, let go of a limit. There is no dream too big, right? There's no vision that you just cannot achieve. You can do anything you put your mind to. Anything. So when you're thinking about whatever that dream, that goal is, think a little bit bigger. It's not unrealistic. If no one else believes it, so what? God didn't put it in their head. He put it in yours. There's nothing too big, right? That's number 5. Let go of anything that may limit you. Okay, yeah, God, I want this high-paying job, but you know what? I don't got my degree, so maybe I'll be 100K. Maybe it'll be like 80K. I'm cool with 80K. No, bump that. You want the 100K job? Ask for it, because he will make a way for you to get it. And sometimes God's plan for us is so much bigger than what we're even thinking of. We want to own a house. He's saying, bump that house. I got a mansion for you, right? So let go of any limits you may have and be ready to accept and work for what you want. So that was our step 5, no limits. Step number 7, be flexible and trust the process. Nothing happens overnight at all. Everything involves work and time. And delayed does not mean denied. You know, they always tell the story about Michael Jackson. They always tell the story about Michael Jordan getting cut from his JV team. Michael Jordan got cut from his JV team. And he probably felt so defeated. God said, why are you defeated, son? Just because I said not right now, I didn't say no, right? He just saying not right now. So just trust the process. If you're spiritual, trust God and be flexible. Be open to change and be open-minded. Now, this isn't a step, but I think it's the underlying part of manifestation. The most important piece of it, gratitude. Let's take a sip on that. Let gratitude sink in for a second. Yep, gratitude. You have to be thankful for the small things along the way. Sometimes we get so caught up envisioning this goal that we're letting the rest of our life pass us by. Life is really about the journey. It's not about the destination. And don't get me wrong, the destination hopefully is going to be great, but it's about the journey. Sometimes we get so caught up in, I got to get there. I ain't there yet. I'm not working hard enough. Like, stop. Look around you. Appreciate what you have right now. So what's not where you want to really be in the future, but look where you are right now. Look how far you've come. Look what you've accomplished. Look how far you've made it. Look what you've made it through. Appreciate what you have. Because once you get there, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. It's going to be great. It's going to be amazing when you get that yes. When you get that job. When you start that channel. When you get that LLC. But enjoy your friends and family along the way. Enjoy your blessings along the way. Enjoy those other stepping stone jobs along the way. Soak everything up. Learn. Because it's not about the destination, right? It's about how we're getting there and what we're doing while we're getting there. So thank you guys for tuning in on the power of manifestation. Do not forget to comment that affirmation of the day below, like, and subscribe. Thank you. Wrap it up.